What if I told you that you're actually praying all day long, even when you're not speaking, even when you're not trying, and even if you don't consider yourself a spiritual person? Today, we're exploring one of the most powerful truths about who you are. You are what you think about, not just mentally, but energetically. And once you understand this, you begin to see your entire life differently. Because your thoughts, your words, and especially your I am statements shape everything you experience. But first, let's begin with redefining a word we think we know. The word is prayer. People often associate prayer with religious rituals, but I'm not using it in that context at all. We've been taught that prayer is something you do, something spoken, something whispered, something performed at a specific time or in a specific room, all while putting your body, legs, arms, and hands in certain positions. But the real essence of prayer is much simpler and far more powerful. Before we dive deeper, let's look at the definition of prayer. What is prayer? It is a spiritual communication with a higher power, whatever name you want to give that power. It involves talking, listening, and expressing thoughts, feelings, thanks, requests, often for guidance, comfort, or connection. And it can be done silently, aloud, alone, or in a group, using various forms like supplication, adoration, confession, and thanksgiving. It can convey an earnest hope or wish. So you see, prayer is energy, which is what thoughts are. It's vibration, which is what feelings are. Prayer is focused thought. Prayer is the signal your mind sends out when you say things like, oh, I am blessed, or I am stressed, I'm tired, I am thriving, I am overwhelmed, I am capable. Every I am is a request, a declaration, a frequency. It's the blueprint you hand to the universe. And it's also handed to your mind and your body, and your energy responds to that. You don't need folded hands to pray. You're praying with your attention, your thoughts, your thinking. You're praying with your emotion. You're praying with every sentence that begins with I am. So the question becomes, what are you praying for? Are you unconsciously praying for more stress, more fear, more limitation? Or are you praying for peace, for healing, for abundance, for confidence, for a life that feels aligned and joyful? Many of us don't realize we've been praying in a way that is unhelpful, not because we intended to, but because no one ever equipped us with this knowledge that our thoughts have that much power. I'm going to share something personal from my own life. Hey, I just want to pause here for a moment. If this message is resonating with you, I invite you to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss future conversations like this. All right, let's get back to the video. Years ago, when I went through deep emotional trauma at the end of my marriage, I found myself replaying that story again and again and again. And every time I repeated it, I reinforced the identity of who I thought I was in that moment. I had thoughts like I am hurt, I am betrayed, I am broken, I am alone. And it kept me stuck for a little bit, kept me wounded, kept me repeating the same emotional experience long after the situation was over. And then one day I realized I had a choice. I could keep praying that old story, or I could start praying a new one. Not through religion, but through my mindset, through identity, through energy. Yes, the energy of my thoughts. So I asked myself, what do I want to say I am to now? And slowly, gently, with practice, I began to shift. I started saying to myself, I am healing. I am becoming. I am learning. I am growing. I am worthy of a life that feels good. And that shift changed everything. Not instantly, but eventually. It was not accidental. It was through consistency. And it is through that consistency that my transformation began. You see, your I am is the most powerful sentence you speak. Your mind listens, your body listens, your energy listens, and the universe responds to the identity you claim. I don't know if you realize this, but when people see you the first time during the day, what is the first question they ask? They ask, how are you? And your response is, I am well, good, not so good, whatever response you give. That is your I am. So let's pause here for a moment and ask yourself, what I am statements have I been repeating lately? Have you been saying things like, I am tired, I am unhappy, I am stuck, I am behind, I am frustrated? Or have you been saying something more uplifting? I am changing. I am capable. I am strong. I am worthy. I am stepping into a new chapter of my life. You don't have to get it perfect. This is not about perfection, it's about consistency and awareness. You do have to be aware. Because whatever you attach to the I am statement, you're inviting into your reality. It is the signal, it is the identity, it is the prayer. One of the most liberating truths you will ever understand is this: you are not the story you inherited. You are not the identity you practiced for years. You are not too old, too late, too far off to change. Even now, in this exact moment, you can begin speaking new I am statements over your life. They say, pay it forward. But I say, pray it forward. You can think forward. You can create forward. Because your life is always only moving forward. And because your words carry power. Your thoughts carry power. Your identity carries power. And the next chapter of your life begins with the next sentence you speak. Blessings. Thank you. Bye. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I truly appreciate you for doing that. If something in today's message spoke to you and you're ready to make meaningful, lasting changes in your own life, I'd love to connect with you. You can book a complimentary discovery call at sunnytlc.com, or you're welcome to email me directly, sunny@sunnytlc.com. Let's explore whether working together feels right for you. But until the next time, remember, the power is within you. Peace, love, and many blessings.